So, hey guys, Mike Seiner, Peak Marketing Service. There appears to be a new Google algorithm that's recently changed. And if you own a website and you're doing your own marketing, or if you're a digital marketing agency, this is definitely something I think you're going to want to take notice of, and you're going to want to give it some very serious attention. Anyone who has a basic foundation of how Google ranks pages, they understand that inbound links are critical if you want to rank for top keywords, especially competitive keywords. Studies are showing that Google has once again made a change in their algorithm that it's going to redefine over time how you need to be doing your link building. And as always, we believe that ignoring these things, they result in massive loss in keyword rankings, your website traffic, and ultimately your leads. So in this video, and like all videos we publish here at Peak Marketing, we really want to break this down into layman's terms. We're not trying to make people think this is rocket science. Most SEO is not rocket science, although there's no shortage of people in this world that want to overly complicate everything. So I just want to make this a very simple presentation that hopefully everyone can clearly understand how to deal with this and to make sure that you can continue to be successful in your marketing efforts. So let's pop over to the next slide here. Let's to give you an illustration of what changed in Google, I want you to imagine that this is your website right here, okay? And you own a mortgage company. In order to help you get more authority and trust with Google, what marketing companies will do is they're going to go out and they're going to find trustworthy websites that are willing to post content on their website. This content usually includes a relevant link that points to your website. So let me just give you an example. Let's say, again, you own this mortgage company and you've got a mortgage website. We might write an article that's talking about home sales and how they are on the rise, and maybe talk about what's driving that. But then we might possibly discuss when that's going to stop and why it's going to stop. Somewhere in the article that we write, we're going to put in a natural, relevant link that would hold value to the reader, that would be pointing to your mortgage website. We would then push that article out to one or more real estate companies, asking them to review it, see if they find value in it, and publish it to their blog roll. If they find that the content that we have produced is valuable to their visitors, and it's informative and it's helpful and useful, they would gladly publish it. And if they do, you now have a link, or many would refer to this as a vote of confidence that tells Google you can be trusted. And it goes without saying, the more of these you have, well, the better off you are. So this content we write usually would not be published in the main navigation pages of the third-party website. Instead, in almost every case, they're going to publish it inside of their blog, right? The third-party website's blog. In the past, we found that the blog roll, it really carried a lot of nice authority from the main value of the trusted website. But this is where experts are seeing a shift. It seems in many cases that these blog links are now carrying far less value than what they used to carry pointing to your site. So I'm just throwing stuff out there. Let's just say that at one point, the link pointing to your website had a value of, I don't know, 80%. Well, now we think it looks like it carries more like a 20 or a 30%. By the way, at the end of this video in the comment section, I will post a link to at least one, if not more, trusted authoritative companies that have done this research. They've done their homework, and this is not something to be taken lightly. So again, many of these blog posts are going to carry much less value than what they used to. And we'll go ahead and explain why that is. Once a blog post is published on a third-party website, Google appears to initially be looking at it as, we're going to call it, an orphan page. What I mean by that is that it's not enough just to have a link on this blog post on their website. That blog post now inherits less value from the main website than what it used to. I'm not saying it doesn't carry any value. It does still carry some value, but it does not appear that it holds nearly as much as it once did. There is a solution, thankfully. The solution requires you to add more authority to that blog page in question. And the only way to do that is the same way you built authority to your own website. You've got to have trusted links point to the third-party blog post as well. And I put a lot of emphasis on that word trusted. I'm not talking about going out and paying some guy $25 who can throw a bunch of spammy links at it. I mean, you got to build real, legitimate, honest links to these websites. So the first solution is one that we would have no control over. That solution would be that the third-party website owner, in this case, the real estate company, that they point links from their other web pages, from their main navigation or other blog posts, that they put links on those pages and point to the blog post that has a link on it pointing to your website. That is honestly highly unlikely, and you don't want to count on that happening when it comes to your own link building. So the other solution is that you build authoritative links on that towards that blog page. This appears to be what will be necessary if you want to get any real value from that link that was published on the third-party website. So going forward, as long as Google does not see links pointing to the blog post, it will probably be viewed as an orphan page, and there will be far less value to the anchor text links pointing out to other websites. So hopefully you website owners and digital marketers, you have been tracking these links that you've been building to sites that you can go examine. There are plenty of tools out there where you can see if they have indeed, if the content was good enough to naturally earn links. I hope that it was. But if not, you, at least if you have the URL, you can get out there and do a little bit of legwork and build some links to it. And hopefully over time it will rank better, and it will then earn some natural links as well. So bottom line is this: in terms of what it looks like for website owners and marketing firms, it just means it's going to be just as important to build quality links from fourth party and fifth party websites, maybe even sixth, I don't know, but other party websites that point to that third party website blog post that has the content containing the link that points to your website. And there is an upside to this, believe it or not. I mean, look, when I first discovered this, you go nutso because it's a total game changer. And sometimes it can wreck all the work you've done. But I do see a huge upside here. Very few so-called SEO companies, and I mean very few, even do any link building. I mean, you got guys out there charging $10,000 a month. They're publishing content. They know code. I mean, there's some smart guys, but they don't do any real link building. And even the few that do, a lot of them really don't have a clue how to do it correctly. They don't understand the importance of diversifying links to have them from, be it press releases, content syndication, getting links from people that you've donated money to, getting something published in your local newspaper. They just don't get it. And many of them will stubbornly just keep pointing links to their own website, and they're going to totally disregard what all the experts are finding and proving to be true today. So listen, we honestly believe that in the end result will be that following this practice, it will continue to increase rankings even more, especially those that do it, right? Anytime we see big changes like this, it seems like a lot of people, they just throw their hands up, they give up, or like I said, they just ignore it. So you can take this or you can leave this. That's entirely up to you. So I'm going to publish a link, if not one or two, at the bottom of this video. I'm going to publish a link or two to at least one or two of the trustworthy videos created by industry experts that they're sharing their findings. And as always, do us a favor. If you like this post, take a moment to like, comment, and share below.